Hello, welcome to Daisy Case Primitives. Today is November 3rd, 2023, and this is FlossTube video number 58, I believe. Hello and welcome. Thank you for stopping by and taking a few minutes to visit with me and see what I've been up to. Today we are doing a FlossTube video about a cross stitch. And I have some pass finishes, some whips, works in progress. First thing I wanted to show you, Hubs and I often take a Friday evening and go what we call junkin'. And I just wanted to share this guy with you. He was one of my recent junkin' finds. I love pumpkin head people. He's so cute. His feet are made of resin, his face is resin. Here we are in November, so it's about time to put all the pumpkin head people away and get the turkeys out. So I wanted to share that with you right off of the bat. Let's see here. What a mess. Let's do some past finishes. And I don't have this written down. This is something I need to make myself do. I need to put on my finished pieces the information. This is Turkey Trot pattern from this book, Autumn at Not Forgotten Farm. As far as I know, this is still available from Lori Breckland's Etsy shop, Not Forgotten Farm. And this was my finish from last year. I don't think I had it framed then. But anyway, this little frame was another art to frames that I purchased, which in my last video I talked about them a little bit. I really do like them. Quick shipping, reasonable prices, and you can choose what type of glass you want here, and you can choose mat board for your pieces that you can lace or pin them on. But this is Turkey Trot. It's wonky down here. I need to work on that some more, getting that pulled out of there. It's pretty snug in the frame, and then once I laced it, it was pretty tight, but when I put it in the frame, it kind of pulled it up here. So, now I know why people charge so much for framing. I am not patient enough nor good enough at doing it, but suits me. It's done. Now I can put it out for Thanksgiving. Love that. Can't tell you what linen that was. Pretty sure it was the called for DMC. I used my own initials here and here. And I think that's about all that I maybe altered. Love it. All right, another fully finished from a few years back. It was a freebie from Twin Peak Primitives blog, website, blog. It had the pattern, had some, I think like grapes or grapevines down below, and I just left those off. And I think I added a few more little viney things up here atop the pumpkins, but don't recall either what this linen was. But you can find this from a couple back, probably 2 years ago, on some fall stitching in my past videos. Another cutie. Done with that. Recently, I showed you these Pilgrim people. And they are from the Celebrate Harvest, which was a part of the Coming to America kit. So I just chose to stitch my man and woman separately. And I added some corn in his hand like he's feeding the turkey, fattening him up. And I added another pumpkin here below at the lady's feet. Cute, cute, cute. Another pass finish. I think this is called Gobble, and it is either Primitive Stitchin' or Country Rustic. I think it's Country Rustic from Jenny Hoffman. Can be purchased from her Etsy shop. Either one have an Etsy shop. I'm getting ready to take up all of my Halloweenish fall decor and put it away, and then replace with the turkeys and pilgrims. This is taken from a Prairie Schooler. I did write on this one. This is from the Prairie Schooler Spring and Fall Pattern Book number 90. And I stitched it October 2022. I used 36 count prairie grass linen from Seraphim and DMC floss. I believe he is taken from the chart. The pattern that he is a part of has something off of either side of him, I think. But I didn't stitch the whole thing. Or it may be one of those. There's two charts that they have these pretty turkeys on. One of them is, one of the charts has 3 longer patterns, and I think the turkey one is the bottom one, and he's got some things off the sides of him. And then another one is a bunch of smaller, maybe like seasonal holiday pieces. But this is another art to frame. No, this frame I got off Etsy from the Rustic Roof, I think. But again, I finished this, I think last year. So you can look back in my videos if you need more details about that, or just leave me a comment and I'll try to go dig up all that information. Next one is another Not Forgotten Farm called Giving Thanks. This one does not have the information written on the back. I know that it's 36 count, and I probably use the called for flosses. I think so. This is the pattern. I love this. He's a great turkey. I love the primitive style looking turkeys, although I really love the Prairie Schooler turkey. He's got a lot of detail in him and he's very beautiful. But I really am drawn to the primitive style turkeys. There's not a lot of charts that you find them in. This, I believe, was a freebie from Heartstring Samplery. I stitched this on a 36 count vintage country mocha, and I chose my own colors, and I just laced it on a piece of mat board. This is a candle ring that I found at a thrift store, and I just glued it to the board, to the stitched piece. And then I it can just sit nicely on an easel or on a shelf, mantle. Very pretty. Love the simpleness of it. Okay, I think that's all my past finishes. Now I have a couple more finishes. This is my Blackwater Hollow sampler from Stacy Nash. Got it all done. And it's not fully finished, but I've got it mounted on this board. I used a 36 count Hemingway from Needle and Flax, and I call all the charted flosses. Very pretty. It had a key above this flower pot, and I omitted that and put in some vines and flowers. There was initial here, another initial over here. I omitted those, but I did add my initials here. And I really love this. I love how this turned out. So here's what I'm thinking. I had the hubster cut me out another board. And I'm debating whether I want to stain this to kind of look like the frame in the cover photo. I won't be able to get that exact look because this is one piece. The frame looks like it's in two separate pieces with this scroll work on top is another board attached to the frame. But I think maybe I can make it look like that. And we'll see. We'll see how this one ends up. I'm not sure how I want to do that. It's pretty big. It'll be pretty large piece on that board. But love that one's finished. Oh, I messed up on my pot, and in order to kind of straighten it out, I had to make it a little bit larger, and then I added in another foot to make it look more evened out. Love this. Love this linen. Love Hemingway. Hemingway is beautiful linen. All right, so talking about turkey patterns and not having very many to choose from, primitive style, we have a new designer. Well, she's not exactly a new designer. I think she's been designing her own for quite some time. But I'm talking about Rhonda Myers, who is Asbury Echoes Stitches. She has a floss tube. She and her son is producing and editing and doing a wonderful job with her FlossTube videos, and Rhonda is sharing all of her beautiful primitive style stitching. This is one of her designs that I purchased from her Etsy shop called Let's Be Thankful. Really cute. Her patterns are nicely done, easy to read, PDFs, and this is my finish. This, I think, was on a piece of 36 count Tobias. I had something I started down there and then stopped. And I used all of the called for flosses. Having a hard time here. I'll just put him on my bag. My bag here is from the Stitchy Sassenach on Etsy. Cute little scarecrow bag. Nicely done. Love it. So maybe we can get this thing to show better. There we go. Isn't he cute? I love it. Turkey feathers, the acorns below. Let's be thankful. I'm going to finish this one into a pillow tuck sometime. Eventually. All right. That's that. Okay. Whips. Works in progress. Try not to make much noise. Before I move on to that, I want to list out some floss tubes I've been watching. The Flossy Sews and Grows, Crossed by Floss, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lori Textilist, Darlene Dion Designs, Sweet Woodruff is a new one. Annie B's Folk Art, Annie and her girls, her daughters. The Sable Stitchers, Lenny and Roberta. Of course, I've had to watch and catch up on Crosshatch Quilts with Christy. It was nice to see she had a new video out. Pumpkin Hollow Quilts is always a standard that I watch regularly. Needle and Flax, Rachel just put out a new one. And Contented Needleworker Kim. And of course, Saltbox Carol, and so many others. All right, whips. Been working a little bit on Turkey Hollow Farm. Would like to get this one done for the season. And I think I can, barring no big events get in the way. So here's my progress. I finally got the lettering put in, and I chose a darker floss for the wording. And I fixed this turkey right here. Got his beak done. Finished up the rooster, did the dog, and I worked the border down this way and across the bottom. Love it. So pretty. And I was kind of concerned about my wording, the floss color of the wording getting lost in that placket, but it's going to be just fine. Love this border. So pretty. This is on a 36 count Sand Dunes linen by Seraphim. And I am using all the charted flosses. So pretty. I think these blues are going to be used on the farmer's jeans and his shirt. And a pretty little floss ring from, pretty sure that's from Becky Socks from Mom. Love it. All right. Another whip. Worked on my next part 2 section of Margaret Cottam by Lottie Da. This came out as a 3-part chart. It's hard to find. I have a sweet stitching friend that's passed it on to me so that I can do it. This is part number 2 that I completed. I'm working this on a 36 count. Oh, I did this last time. I think it's Colonial Sampler by Victorian Motto. And that's how much I have done. The lower section has some, I think it has some flowers, some flowers down below. It's not very large, not much more to go. So pretty. This is really pretty linen. Love those little carnation flowers. I think I have them all finished. Nope, this one needs a little yellow put around the outer edge, but love it. Love it. Margaret Cottam. Ouch. All right, and the last one that I started, a new start. This one has been on my mind for a little while. because I haven't been stitching many of the Pinker and Pumpkin salt box houses. So I was having a little bit of withdrawals. So I thought, I remember this little pattern. So I can stitch this and get all caught up on the salt boxes. So this is Threadwork Primitives called Christmas Tide. Very cute. Says, bright be thy Christmas tide. And I am stitching this on a 36 count Creek Bed Brown. And I think that's an R&R. And I am using the called for flosses. And get my needle out of the way. This is what I've gotten accomplished. Put it on the bag and you can see it better. I did change something. What was it? I chose, I believe it's Weeks Cayenne. Yes. The wording I stitched with Weeks Cayenne. And it gave it a lot more variegation. It's hard to tell here, but in person, you can tell quite a bit. Cute. Love the mustard house. So cute. I need to do some more back stitching here in the windows, back stitching around these windows, and I'm just getting started on this one. But what is left? What? A tree and two more houses. So cute. Thinking about how I want to finish this one. Not sure. I'm trying to change up my stitching finishes a little bit so that I'm not just stuck in a rut, just always making pillows or framing everything, but it works out for me that way. It's nice that hubby can help me with the wood boards to give it something different to mount them on. So it would be neat if I could find just something unusual that I could put that on. So maybe that will be my Friday night, which it's Friday night. Maybe if I get this video done and uploaded, maybe I'll have time to still be able to go junking and see if I can find something to mount that on. Stay tuned. Okay, I lost something down here. Thought I would share some of my turkey for Thanksgiving or pilgrim related patterns. Not that I'm going to stitch them all, but in case you're looking for some, maybe this will help. I have this whole little folder full of things that I've been accumulating. All right, I would really love to get this one done, but I don't know. I'm not gonna make plans because they don't happen. This is a design by Sub Rosa called Pumpkin Pilgrims. Cute. Look at that turkey. And those pumpkin head pilgrim people. Aren't they cute? That is so cute. That may have to move up in the queue. We'll see. And what else we have here? This one is from Teresa Kogut. Now, was this a Patreon? I'm a part of Teresa's Patreon group. And if you're not, it's well worth it. If this was a part of her Patreon group, normally she labels here what tier these are from. Maybe I just purchased this one. I'm sorry. but here it is. Be thankful. Because it doesn't have the tier on it, I'm thinking it's one that you can purchase. Obviously, I've had this one a while to not know what I'm talking about. The copyright on it is 2020, so I haven't been a part of her Patreon that long. So this must have been just a regular purchase. So cute. Autumn Whimsies by Scissortail Designs. Really cute. I love the wording, the fonts. Another pumpkin or pilgrim pillow. Manny Dodonna, the Pilgrim's Pillow. Cute. Look how she finished that. Now, I think up here is like a ribbon that's been stamped. And then look at those pins at the very top that have the year. Cute little pilgrims. Oh, this one. Pineberry Lane, be ye thankful. Pilgrims. Squirrels at the top. This one, turkeys are down here. There's two of them stacked. Just not enough time. When y'all figure out how to get more done in the same amount of time, y'all let me know, okay? Be Ye Thankful, Brenda Gervais. This came out last year. Love that mustard house. Primitive Needleworks, Turkey and Pumpkin Pie. And this one, I have all the flosses for it. Cute. She is in hot pursuit of that turkey. And it looks like the pumpkin's taking off too. Yeah, the pumpkin's running from her too. Pumpkin's got legs. Another Teresa Kogut, Give Ye Thanks. Cute. You know, sorry, itchy nose. FlossTube itchy nose. This one you could, if you wanted, you could maybe just stitch like this. Move the give above him. Move this. Give thanks. Not even do the ye. Lots of possibilities there. Cute. Plum Streets, Goodness and Thanks. Two charts. That's a separate one. This, I guess that's called Bitter Crow's Cushion. That's pretty. I love the penny tones around the outer edge. Let's see. Where are we at? 23 minutes. What else do we have in the goodie bag that I can share? Oh, yes. This is from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitchers magazine, Fall 2018 issue. Prim Turkey by Joyce Reed. Very primitive. Another cool turkey that could be stitched just by himself. What else do we have here that I can show you? Oh, yes. I think I shared this one last year, but never did get to it. Another Sub Rosa design, Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. pretty. That one could probably be framed easily also. And what else? What else? I have some PDFs in here that I don't have the cover photos for. Oh yeah, here we go. Thankful for Thee by Plum Street. Another Plum Street, His and Hers Thanksgiving Stockings. Very cute. You know, you could just stitch just the pilgrims if you wanted to do just them, not the whole stocking. So cute. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nope, that's not what I was thinking. This is A Prairie Year 2 by Prairie Schooler, and I mostly got this one for the cornucopia here at the bottom, but here's the chart, and there's the cornucopia. But there's lots of seasonal stitches available on that one. Oh, I love this. Sorry, my nose. This one is Prairie Schooler Autumn Samplers. Beautiful. But you could take aspects out of these two. Like you could take the cornucopia out of the bottom of that one. Not sure how big these would be. Let's see, I'm trying to find the stitch counts. 180 by 88, so not very big. I was thinking maybe if you wanted, you could take some of the leaves individually and make tucks out of those, but this is just beautiful. Prairie Schoolers are so classic, but they can be deceiving. You'd think that's pretty small, but there's usually a lot of stitching going on in each one, but so worth it when you're finished. So that's that one, and one last one I can show you. Thankfulness, designed by Diane Arthur, Imaginating 1776. Love it. So that's all I have to share with you today. Thanks again for dropping by and spending a few minutes with me and catching up with me. Hope everybody's doing well and stitching up a storm. Not a snowstorm. We're not ready for that yet, okay? Anyway, y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.